Hello everybody! Welcome to a video. I am excited for Death Battle Season 8, and I wanted to say some of my opinions on what I think is going to happen and what I wish would happen. 5 fights that I think are going to happen, because they most likely will, since this is a season about legacy episodes. Ones that have a history to them, or are extremely fucking requested. And also 5 fights that I want to happen that I know will never happen, ever, since they're just so fucking unrealistic. Anyways, let's get started. Alright, I want to get this one out of the way. Ruby versus Maca from Soul Eater. Ruby Rose versus Ruby versus Maca from Soul Eater. I don't know anything about Soul Eater. I know a fuck ton about Ruby, despite the fact I've only watched the first 5 seasons. Also, you're gonna be seeing that in this video. There's gonna be a lot of times where I don't know something about most of the characters, except for the ones that I want to happen, for the most part. These ones where I think will happen, they're gonna be a bit shorter segments because I don't really know much about these characters, nor do I really care about the matchups. Ruby vs. Maca is one of the only ones that I actually really care about because I would love to see another one of the main Ruby characters appear and see if they win or not, because if they win, everyone's gonna say, oh, it's biased because, oh, it's Ruby, it's a Ruby character, but to be fair, Weiss lost her fight, and I don't think that they're just gonna make Ruby win. The thing is, I think Ruby is a powerful character, so I feel like this would be a little more fair, but Maca is an anime, which, yeah, that's not good. Anime is scary. But yeah, I would love this to happen. And they did confirm that it is going to happen at some point. So I think Season 8 is going to be when it's going to happen. Though I do think this is the least legacy matchup of all the 5 I'm going to talk about. So there's that. I do think I mean, yeah, it is going to happen at some point. But I do think it's going to happen in Season 8 because, I mean, then all we need is Blake versus Inuyasha as a fight. Yes, we have it on DVX, but I don't care. DVX isn't Death Battle. It's a spin-off. That fight was pretty good, though. I will admit. The DVX of that was really fucking good. Anyways, on to the next one. Dio versus Alucard from Hellsing, I think it's what it's called? JoJo versus Hellsing. I don't know anything about Hellsing. For some reason, I always thought, like, they meant Alucard from Castlevania. Because that would also make sense, I think, because they're both vampires. A vampire fight was confirmed in Saberwolf versus John Taliban, which, may I say, has the best fucking track of any Death Battle. Blood Moon is awesome. I fucking love Brandon Yates. Can't wait for that track that I'm getting. I don't remember. But I'm positive the Dio vs. Alucard is going to happen this season because, well, for one thing, they did confirm a vampire fight for Season 8, and this is kind of the only thing I can think of that is a vampire fight. Unless they do, like, Gordeau from Under Night in Birth against maybe a Fairy Tail character? Is there a vampire in Fairy Tail? I don't know. I don't know why my brain immediately went to Gordeau from Under Night in Birth. Probably because one of my wishful thinking ones has a Under Night character in it that I fucking love. Good boy. Good little synth boy. Anyways, I think Dio would win because Dio's overpowered as fuck, and also he is a JoJo character. And no, Jotaro versus Kenshiro is not a way to say that JoJo is not overpowered, because Kenshiro is literally one of the most overpowered characters I think I've ever seen in my life. So that's a thing. But yeah, I think that I think Dio would win that fight. Though I don't know anything about Hellsing. I think Alucard has guns, right? He has the pew pew guns? Probably. I'm probably just stupid. Alright, Zero versus Meta Knight. This one's definitely gonna happen. It's basically just something that is way overdue for Death Battle. They've done it for 1 minute melee. I don't think they did Zero vs Strider for DBX, and then Meta Knight versus Link. why. But, fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Zero's gonna win that fight. There's just no competition there. It's kind of a stomp fight in my opinion. Zero is just like 10 times more powerful than Meta Knight in like every way, at least in my opinion. I know a decent amount about Mega Man. That's like one of my biggest fandoms. I say is I just play the game, but I'm not really do other things, so oof. But I want to see this happen. This is like the only one here that I actually want to happen. Because I loved the 1 minute melee of it, because it had Tile Ink of Arceus from some game, and I fucking love that song. I didn't know about the song before then, but I kind of rewatch it like a few times every year, just because I love that music. And I would love to see this fight happen. And also, we get another Kirby character. We haven't had one since Season 6. It hasn't been that long. But I mean, we've only had 2 Kirby characters, as far as I know. I don't think we've had another one. And it'd be awesome to see Meta Knight, because I mean, then they'd use his Spanish voice, his fucking Spanish voice from the anime, which I would fucking love, because I love that voice from Meta Knight. It just sounds really badass to me. I don't care what anyone says, his voice in the anime, in Kirby Right Back at You, just sounds fucking amazing. I don't know, looking at his design, I feel like it fits. And most people say, what the fuck, this is not Meta Knight, and I'm like, yes it is! This sounds just like how I think Meta Knight would sound. Fuck you, you're cringe! Anyways, on to the next thing. Bill Cipher versus Discord. Gravity Falls versus My Little Pony. I watched a whole season of MLP, but like 4 episodes of season 2, so I don't really know Discord's abilities, because he's only in season 2 and up. Depression. I mean, then again, he was the only reason I watched the show, because like, I wanted to see how fucking weird this show got with that character, and then I stopped watching. Well, shit. Discord wins this matchup. I'm just gonna say it. From what I know, his abilities are like, I mean, I guess maybe it could be really close. It's probably extremely close, but I think Discord could win just because, like, I think he's, like, destroyed planets. I think, probably not, but I think he has the potential, and Bill is just kind of there. Also, I know nothing about Bill Cipher in Gravity Falls. All I know is that someone faked having a Brandon Yates track of the matchup. And the track was really fucking good, and then I got sad when it got unlisted, and then even more sad when I looked at the comments, and apparently it was a fake track. Well, then who made the track? It just sounds just fucking like Brandon stuff. Like, what? Even he thinks so. I have to drink my fucking Dr. Pepper to that. I don't have anything else to say about this matchup. I just wanted to get the fucking Brandon Yates shit out there. Again, love that guy's stuff. Alright, the last one we have here is Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th versus Michael Myers from Halloween. I feel like I'm doing a podcast here with the way I'm speaking, and I'm just, like, sitting in front of my sound recorder. Like, I'm just recording my voice. I sound like I'm doing a fucking podcast. Oh my god. This one is probably the one I think is the least likely to happen out of all of these, because I feel like it's not really much of a legacy matchup, as far as I know. They'll probably do Freddy Krueger versus Pennywise, which Pennywise just kind of stomps. This one, though, I think Jason would win solely because of his endurance. Like Michael's died a fuck ton, and Jason always comes back. I mean, yeah, he has to come back with, like, lightning in the later half of the movies. But, like, the guy's pretty OP in his movies compared to Michael, who is, you know, human for, like, the entire fucking thing. I've heard people say that, like, stature is a problem with it. Like, if they did it, like, live action, one would be taller than the other, so one would be too small? Which I think it was, like, I think Michael would be too small. But, like, they could just use, like, the Rob Zombie model of Jason. Not Jason, fuck, Michael. They could just do that, or even the 2018 version thing. Also, what do you mean? I don't think they're that much I don't think they're, like, that different in size. Then again, I've never seen them together before, so I might be fucking wrong. But yeah, I think Jason wins that matchup, but I'm always wrong about these things. I said Discord would win, I said Jason would win, I said Zero would win. Okay, no, the Zero vs. Meta Knight one, yeah, Zero definitely wins. Dio definitely wins his match, and I'd say Ruby wins. So, like, okay, so those two matchups that I know who wins because it's probably really obvious, but the other three I'm probably wrong about, especially this one. Because, like, I don't fucking know. I just think Jason would win, and I'd love to see the fight. Anyways, on to the 5 that I wish would happen. Alright, the first one I would love to happen, and probably the one that I would least like to happen, but still want to happen, is Greninja from Pokemon versus Sue from My Hero Academia. I actually originally wanted Greninja versus Vector from Sonic, but then I thought about it more. They're both frog people, and I think it would actually work a lot better as a connection. And Sue from My Hero Academia definitely wins this matchup. At least I'm pretty sure she would. Pokemon are pretty fucking overpowered. But I think Sue wins the matchup because, again, it's another anime character. And they... Actually, no! Greninja probably wins, because, like... I can't think of anything that Sue could do to him, and Greninja is pretty strong. Is actually pretty strong. He has, like, water shurikens, he has, like, shadow abilities. He's a fucking ninja! Yeah, Greninja probably wins. The reason I want to see this matchup is really just because I want to see Greninja in a fight, and I think this would be a decent matchup for him. Though now, when I think about it, it seems a little bit like Greninja would stomp really fucking hard. And I don't know their, like, strengths, really. I know Greninja's, like, really powerful, and he's a speedy boy. Because Frog Ninja, very speedy. But I don't know enough about the My Hero Academia series, despite the fact that I've watched the full season. Other than, again, I guess none of the characters really got to shine except for my boy Deku. And Fire Person. Yes, I know his name, but he doesn't deserve to have his name. I don't like him. He's an asshole. I don't like characters like that unless they're rivals, which means I don't actually hate the guy that much. It's like the fucking winter situation all over again. Jesus fucking Christ. Next one I want is Reishi Arisu versus Saiki Amamiya from Sin and Punishment. Reishi from Namco X Capcom in the Project X Zone series, which the second game in that series is one of my favorite games of all time, versus Saiki from Sin and Punishment. I kept saying it wrong. Oh my fucking god. The only reason I want this to happen is because I want to see these characters just recognized in any way in media. Because, like, Project X Zone and Namco X Capcom are such obscure games. Well, Namco X Capcom, in their case, it's a Japan exclusive game that never got localized because of, because Namco and Capcom were like, I want to publish this. No, I won't publish this. No one publishes it. And Saiki is just from a game that no one really knows about, and they only know about him from Smash, because he's an assist trophy in Brawl. And I literally looked up his name because I was like, who the fuck is this guy? This guy looks cool. I want this to happen even though I know Reishi probably stomps. Or, actually no, it probably isn't that big, because, like, Reishi doesn't have his partner to help him here. So his arsenal is actually, like, halved, pretty much. Because, like, a lot of time, he and his partner attack together. I feel like this would be a pretty cool 3D matchup for characters that are so obscure. But that also means that I'm probably the only person who's ever thought of this matchup, so I know it's not gonna happen. Anyways, on to the next one. Binding of Isaac versus Quote from Cave Story. I mentioned this in one of Brandy H's streams, and people in the chat were kind of thinking, oh, that sounds pretty cool. I think it could work, too, because, like, I feel like Quote doesn't have, like, a bunch of weapons, but at the same time, they're fucking guns, and Isaac has tears. Though Isaac also has things like the Epic Tag that can do that. He has his little friendos, little tiny men, little tiny babies. Things that could give him stuff. I think this would be a really unique matchup in animation-wise, because there's so much you could do with Isaac and his character. Like, maybe not give him, like... Actually, no, maybe you could give him the Brimstone. Or maybe even Monstrous Lung as something. There's just so many items in Binding of Isaac that you could use, and I would love to have them just like, be groaning at the fact that they'd have to beat the game 100%, which would probably take months. I love wishing torture upon people. Binding of Isaac is a very difficult game. And with Repentance coming out soon, it's gonna be even worse of a pain. I'm excited for that shit. But yeah, I think this would be a pretty cool matchup. Maybe it will happen. I don't know. Maybe it's some sort of a legacy matchup that I don't know about, because I don't know about most of the legacy matchups. I mean, it's not, but I know for a fact it's not. I should know. But, like, I'd love to see it happen, because Binding of Isaac representation, K-Story representation, 2 indie characters that have, like, kind of a pretty wide arsenal. My only problems with it are, 1, Isaac probably stomps because of how many things he has. 2, again, it would be impossible to, you know... Oh, no, wait, no, they could just look on the wiki about what every Binding of Isaac item does. They don't, like, even have to play the game. They could actually, for the stuff they don't have, they could just look it up. They could just look up what everything does, Okay, no, that was gonna be one of my points, that it would be impossible to research. But no, I guess it's not. And the third thing is that whenever Quote gets hit, his guns get less powerful, which is a big deal because there's no way Isaac would not be able to hit Quote, most likely. Okay, no, Isaac's tears are pretty slow. I don't know. I'm not actually sure who would win. Isaac has like slower stuff. Yeah, Isaac's slower, but has such a wide range of abilities and powers. While Quote is definitely faster, maybe more enduring? No. Oh wait, no. Isaac can survive like stepping on spikes, and Quote dies instantly if he touches spikes. That's a pretty decent feat. Oh, also Isaac has defeated Mega Satan. Yeah, Isaac would definitely fucking win. He's beaten Mega Satan. What has Quote done? Defeat a everyday fucking professor with, like, maybe, like, half the energy of a Super Saiyan? Isaac has defeated Satan. Oh my god. Chiron versus Charizard, my most wanted match that I've been wanting for so long. I'm half expecting it to just appear out of nowhere in the season just because I requested, which is what happened with Frank West versus Leon Kennedy. I swear to God I'm the reason that came out. I'm the only person I know that's requested it. No one else has even mentioned it. So I feel like I'm the one. I feel like I'm the reason. It could happen again. But anyways, Charizard is the clear winner because Chiron doesn't really have many abilities, and because no outside help is allowed, he can't summon like Bronze Sheen to make his commando form. I've watched all of Legends, I know these things about Legends, I don't remember his feats, you can fuck off. But yeah, Chiron just kind of gets fucked over. I think maybe physical strength he probably wins, maybe, but overall arsenal and possibly speed, Charizard is clearly the winner there. I think maybe physical strength and endurance Chiron probably has. I need to go rewatch. The ooh voice is coming out. Fuck, I need to go rewatch Legends to figure this out. But I think Charizard wins solely because of his arsenal and Chiron's lack of an arsenal. I only know he has like the Wing Tornado, and that's kind of all I remember because Wing Tornado, it was awesome. He killed a massive fucking worm with it. Actually, yeah, the Wing Tornado's really fucking strong. It's like an actual tornado. Maybe he could win it, but I'm not sure. And he does have physical strength as well. Like, he does fight. So, I mean, I guess it could be close, but I think Charizard would win. And like, remember, these are like both base regular Charizard versus normal Chiron the Wind Dragon. So, you know, I feel like it could go either way, but I'm pretty sure Charizard wins solely because of Arsenal alone. Anyways, on to the last one. Merkava from Under Night in Birth versus Zotto 1 from Guilty Gear. This is one that I thought about recently, and I actually researched it a little bit. Sadly, Zotto definitely stomps because Zotto is, I think, continent level strong, and Merkava is sadly only town level strong. He's nowhere near Zotto's level, it seems, and honestly, I can kind of see it. Zotto basically has a JoJo stand that looks like Merkava, which is the reason I thought of this fight, because Eddie, the stand, why is his name Eddie? Basically looks just like Merkava. You can probably see in the thumbnail and post that I made. So, yeah, Zotto definitely stomps, but I'd love to see it just for representation of these two franchises. I mean, yeah, we got Soul Bad Guy, but that video got blocked and then got re-uploaded. So, having a Guilty Gear character scares me because even though that's probably not the case, it was probably a BlazBlue thing. Have we had another BlazBlue character in ever since Ragna? I don't think we have. I'd also love to see Jubei in a fight, but like I don't know who he would fight, so I don't really know about that, sadly. But yeah, Merkava just seems like a cool guy. He has stretchy arms. I like stretchy arms. Those are funny looking. And Zotto has a stand, so it's kind of like 2 against 1. So yeah, there's that. And that's the video. I am recording this outro in post because I wanted to mention a couple fights that I thought about after the video. Cinder from Spyro vs. Raven from Team Titans. Just because I thought Cinder would probably be a better matchup than a fucking pony. Cinder dies. That's all. And then Bisharp vs. Flamedramon, a Pokemon vs. Digimon fight. Flamedramon probably wins because of the fire typing, but like, I don't know. But yeah, those are 5 fights I want in Death Battle. 5 that I think will be in Death Battle. I'm probably going to do another video saying some fights that I just think are ridiculous and stupid on my part. So stay tuned for that, and also I might do a ranking of Season 7 once Hulk vs. Broly comes out. But yeah, if you want to see me do more content, which you probably don't, my voice is terrible. I looked over this in post and oh god, I sound cringy. Oh god, I am nowhere near being a professional. But if you want to see more content, like at all, just, I don't know, just fucking comment about it. Goodbye, people.